What have you spent money on in the last month that brought you joy? Rabbit, rabbit. This is Stephanie McCullough, founder of Sofia Financial. So when I was a kid, my friends and I believed that if rabbit, rabbit were the first words out of your mouth on the first day of the month, you'd have good luck that month. So these are my nuggets of financial good luck for you. So what was I doing on the first of the month? I was dropping a dining room table and 6 chairs with my husband at my daughter's new apartment in Boston. They have moved to a new place. It's lovely. She's got 3 great roommates and a cat, and they needed a dining room table and chairs, and we happened to get a new one last year, so we had our old one. So we drove up on Saturday, 6 hours to Massachusetts, and we drove back after unloading furniture and then unloading the U-Haul truck for a little while. So, not necessarily our favorite way to spend a weekend. So we decided to treat ourselves. So my question for you, though, is this. What have you spent money on in the last month that brought you joy? Not, yeah, it was fine. Not meh. Not, oh my gosh, I got to spend money on this. But what brought you joy? So my husband and I, having this chore to do this weekend, which was going to take 2 full days, we decided to treat ourselves Saturday night. We stayed in Worcester, near where our son is going to school, and we went to our favorite restaurant there. It is a seafood restaurant in Worcester. Worcester is not on the sea, called the Sole Proprietor, S-O-L-E, Sole Proprietor, like fish, get it? Haha. We like to go sit at the bar, and we got ourselves a dozen oysters and a couple of appetizers and a glass of wine. And, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it was a splurge. It was spending some money on something that brought us joy. We really love going there and sitting at the bar. It's a festive atmosphere. It's really fun. So even though it was a bit more expensive than other dinner options we could have done, we affirmatively made that choice to spend that money. We live in a world where a lot of the things that we might like to do or have are going to cost this stuff called money. And we have to figure out how to deal with money, deal with our cash flow, our money coming in, money going out, all the different places that we could use money. One of the things I believe about financial planning is that you're going to be happier and life's going to be easier if you can align your dollars with your values, with the life that you're trying to create for yourself and your loved ones. And, hopefully you want some joy in there. So if you work with a financial planner, one of the exercises they're going to ask you to do is to try to figure out where your money is going. What are you spending your money on? How much does life cost you now? How much might life cost you in the future? If you're trying to figure out retirement, do I have enough for retirement? The answer is always going to be, well, it depends. How much is life going to cost you in retirement? So you got to go through these exercises. And when you're looking through your spending, which, is often uncomfortable, and I just want to remind you that those numbers on the page are not judging you. The judgment is all up here in our heads and the messages we've learned around money. So try to set that aside. Look at it with an investigator type of hat on. Be gentle with yourself. But notice, what are the things that you spend money on that bring you joy? That some way enrich your life or deepen your connections with other people or give you memories that are going to last a lifetime. So when you're looking at your spending, it's okay to think about the joy that's involved and the places where there's not so much joy. Are there things that you're doing that you just kind of feel like you have to, but they're not bringing you joy? I mean, I'm not talking about paying your taxes, right? That's something we can't avoid. But are there other things? If you're going through a situation where you might need to be cutting some expenses, looking at them in kind of a Marie Kondo type of way, does this spark joy? Does this trip to the grocery store, what in there sparked joy? What are the things that I have spent money on that brought me joy? So I'd love to hear from you. What have you spent money on recently that brought you joy? Please share in the comments below, and I'll see you next month.